Fucking ridiculous. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here. Going to be calling the first game between, you said it was Nashville and Montreal, or Calgary and Montreal
No,
even?
it is Vancouver and Montreal.
Okay, between Vancouver and Montreal. If you guys have not seen the trade,
Wait,
Haven, Slappy Santa, probably their best defenseman, traded off of Montreal to this Vancouver team. How do you think that's going to play out here tonight?
personally, I think Vancouver did make a bad trade. Obviously, it was an ego play here. They wanted to get a better team player on the roster. But Aiden is clear-cut the best defender in the league, as much of a bitch that he is. So going into this game, I expect Vancouver to have a bit of a weaker defense. They made a good move. They still have a lot of good players on their team, mind you. But it's just going to be a matter of will it be as good, and will they be able to stop this Montreal team? Banks is now showing for Montreal. I did see he's not on the lineup right now, but he was warming up. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Alti Sandrek who is a new roster move addition to the Montreal Canadiens, Tata and Aiden Lau will be taking the ice for Montreal.
Oh,
Aiden
damn.
Lau against his old team. Montreal has kind of blossomed into a great defensive team. Don't you agree, Kia?
I think that they've definitely gotten better. I wouldn't say that they've been great, but they definitely have improved. As Banks goes ahead and he wins it for Vancouver, but a big time back check there by Montreal, intercepted by Arnold.
Offside.
There's Johnny. Offsides. Now back to your point. I definitely don't think that they've been great, but I would say that they have definitely improved as a team as a whole. You could tell their chemistry is a lot better. Their goaltending has been a little bit better. Their defense, as you said, has really improved. And ultimately, I feel like that's going to win or move to them moving some weight in the standings soon.
And just as this closing remark, the last game we saw Montreal was on a very limited roster. It was just Banks out there. There was no Aiden, no Ski. And now we are seeing them to perhaps their full potential. Banks now is a Vancouver Canuck. We are going to be seeing a lot more offense for Vancouver.
Absolutely. Here's Ski. Tat now along the boards. Far side wall. Sends one back to Aiden Lau, who walks the blue line. Now here's Sandrek from the slot. Shooting scores on Sandrek's first shot of the game. Montreal takes a 1-0 lead. And you was talking about that offense. It's already clicking here tonight. That's just a really good shot.
An absolutely class goal to light the candle with only 1 minute, not even a minute into the game. Montreal will take an early lead.
That one flies back into their own zone. Not going to get touched by the goaltender or covered. Arnold takes the scenic route, and he sends one over there. Here's Aiden, who jumps inside of the play. Aiden has gotten a little bit better at transitioning, as we know, transitioning defense to offense. However, a lot of times it can take him into an undesirable position if that forward that he's starting to break out with loses the puck in the neutral zone. Here's Aiden Lau. Here's Ski. Since went over to Sandrek, Slappy Santa was there. He's been great. I think that if I feel like he could honestly win Rookie of the Year, possibly. Here's Sandrex.
Ski?
Moving in, shooting, saved. No, not Ski, Slappy Santa. He's been an excellent defenseman, and it's only his first season.
It is. He has blossomed into quite the defender. Beginning of the season, he had a bit of a rocky road, but who didn't? And now he is becoming quite the defenseman for this Vancouver team.
I'm a big fan.
Very loyal to his squad. Kia is a big fan.
Here's Aiden. Offside.
And as you see in this Roblox chat, we have a lot of people tuning into this game, and a lot of people cheering on their team. A lot of people cheering on the European Sandrex who stands for the EHL, now playing in the RHL, and a lot of people cheering on the Vancouver Canucks. If you would please type in all score predictions you have in chat, and we will see who the people think is going to win this game.
Here's Aiden Lau. Now he sends one over. Ornlid is there. Here's Johnny. He splits the defense, tries to do a little bit too much with the puck there, and he ends up losing it. In a breakout heading the other way, Sandrex, nice job recovering it. Here he is. Now he just skates right around the defense, but Slappy Santa fortunately was there. Again, just a really excellent piece on the back line. Here's Banks now moving in. Twirls, shooting, scores!
Oh!
What a snipe!
And Alti, who we have seen has not been to his fullest potential as has been broadcasted before, lets in a quite far shot with a big lapse on that defense. Vancouver will take it back with a tie game with 2 minutes left in the first.
Here's Arnold. Sending one over to Johnny. Now he's on the far boards. Far side wall. Beautiful pass to Banks in front. Save made by Alti. The rebound was there. Aiden Lau able to recover it. Here's Arnold now. Intercepts that one in the neutral zone. As now you can see that problem that I was talking about earlier, where Aiden Lau almost didn't have enough time to get back because he was so far up inside the play. It's a good play offensively, but it can be risky on defense. And a lot of times, captains don't like their defensemen taking too many risks. Here's Banks shooting. Blocker stop by Alti. Here's Johnny. Sending one over to Arnold. Now in front. Aiden Lau able to take it away. Sending one up. Excellent pass by Aiden Lau. Here's Tata now. He cuts to the outside. Skates around the first man. Slappy Santa unable to keep up. Shooting save! Right there. His Butter is just doing a really good job keeping the puck in front of him. Is now Sandrak. Intercepted there by Slappy Santa as he tries to shake the defenseman. Here's Aiden Lau. Is that poked off of his stick? Here's Tat-Tat. Big hit there in center ice. Is now a breakaway coming up for Vancouver. Shooting save by Alti. Excellent job there as Tat-Tat gets his revenge, throwing Banks into the boards. Tat-Tat now on the near side wall. Looking now as he flips one in. And that is somehow an icing call, even though he was over the red line. Icing called on Montreal. Defensive zone face-off coming up here for them.
Hello, Sam B. Thank you for tuning in tonight.
Here's Tat-Tat. Ski. Sends her back to Tat-Tat. Slappy Santa was in the right position at the right time. Here's Banks. Drops him back to Johnny. Johnny now back to the Banks. One-timer chance was there. Rebound out in front. Kicked out by the pad. And a nice stop there as now Banks takes another shot. Save made by Alti and gloved. As Alti makes a good couple of stops right there as he does like a break dance on the ice. Here's Johnny. Slappy Santa takes his first shot of the game. Buck down in front. Shooting glove save by Alti. A risky one, but he kept the puck out in front of him. Good stop nonetheless. 12 seconds left here. Now he's shooting. Far side corner. Save made. Here's Banks now. Vancouver once again shooting. The rebound is there. Super Aiden able to turn it up. And that's going to be the end of the first period. Wayne, what are you noticing out there between these two teams?
I mean, just this vast difference in shots faced. Butterfat of the Vancouver Canucks has only faced 3 shots. He's let in 1, but it was on a breakaway. I wouldn't hold it too much against him. Alti facing a whopping 10 shots in 1 quarter, mostly holding his own. He was doing great in that sequence we just viewed. We are going to be seeing a lot of shots coming on Alti. Pause. And hopefully he's going to be able to take all of it.
Here's Sandrex. Sends one back to Tat-Tat, and it's definitely possible. We saw the performance that Parker had not too long ago as a save was made, and that one goes out to the blue line. But here's Tat-Tat now on the... But it definitely is possible. Parker was just a single shot away from having a shutout. Alti, I don't see why he can't do the same. Here's Johnny. A beautiful pass over to Banks. Now he cuts inside and scores.
You bastard. Announcer curse did affect Alti there. Just at the beginning of the second period, Vancouver will take a 2-1 lead.
Banks now just cuts right through the defense. It's a quick shot. That's cleared. It's going to be icing.
Icing.
Slappy Santa is definitely a stay-at-home defender. He likes to stay way back there.
Which is exactly what a lot of teams look for. A person who's dedicated to his defensive craft and doesn't try to be Cale Makar every single play. Ahem, Crab Chat.
And Versalti. Here's Slappy Santa. Sending one over to Banks. Now Johnny. Aiden takes that one away. Arnlid able to intercept that. Sends it back to Santa. Now that's a play that I like. That's a play that you take 100% of the time. Don't just throw it inside of the zone. You have more time than you think. Send it out there to Santa, and now look at them. They have pressure inside of the zone. Here's Banks. Sends one over to Johnny. Shooting save! Right there in front! This ulti got pulled out of his net. I'm not quite sure what he was doing.
A risky play backfires on ulti. Banks with a hat trick in the first half of the game. He is on fire, taking the majority of these shots for this Vancouver team, and for good reason.
Right, and as a captain of the Vancouver Canucks, you know, you look at this team and you go, wow. It is amazing. I don't have to show it every game, okay, to play defense. I don't have to play net. I don't have to play offense. This Vancouver team is definitely a contender and is definitely in good shape for the rest of the season if they stick with this roster, I believe. Here's Johnny shooting scores!
Oh. Johnny with an absolute class goal, spins right in ulti. The puck slides between the two defenders and it got Johnny with an amazing grab. And he is going to capitalize on it to the full force. It's like what you said. 1 second, my monitor unplugged.
Oh, shit. Here's Banks. Close side board. Walked down by Ski. Orland's there.
Alright, I'm back.
Quick 1-2 pass there. Banks. Hyperion now with it. Arnlid is there. Here's Johnny. Excellent show of stick handling there as he's in the slot shooting. And a good stop. You know, that's a shot that you take every single time. Big hit there by Slappy Santa on the close side boards, but Ski gets his revenge.
Oh!
Beautiful stretch pass up to Tatan. He's moving in with a chance to get going back. He's got it! He had a chance. The opportunity presented itself, and he capitalized. 2-goal lead now for Vancouver.
I mean, it really is like what you said on that Vancouver team with their very deep roster. It does remind me of Season 3's STL, where Rob was simply sitting on the sideline and coaching his team from on the actual bench, rather than having to play every single minute of every game. I feel as every team in the RHL strives to have roster depth like that, and Vancouver is actually doing a pretty good job at living up to that notion.
Absolutely. I mean, look at this. They have Braden 5, Tornado. Both of those guys can play offense. And now with the addition of Banks, you have a third player that can show to pretty much every game. And Slappy Santa, great defensive guy, stays on the blue line most of his time. As he gets a shot and scores, Tat turns it up. 4-3, but it's absolutely incredible what this Vancouver team has been able to do into the season.
As good as the Vancouver team is, you cannot count out this Montreal team.
Absolutely not.
If he gets the slightest bit of space this game, it seems as if he will slide the puck right to the back of the net.
Absolutely.
Just 4-3. It's a 1-goal game nearing the end of the second period.
Now here's Banks. Cuts inside. Shooting. Save made by Ulti, and the rebound was there. Here's Tat. I for sure thought that was going to go in, but Banks with a big-time interception. He sends one over. As Slappy Santa able to recover it and gets it inside of the zone and then immediately gets back into position. That's what you want to see. A responsible young defender right there in front. As Casual Ulti able to glove it after that one hits iron. Here's Hyperion, wins the face-off. He's been a good face-off guy for this Montreal team, or this Calgary team.
He really does have the A-Fox macro on those face-offs.
Whatever team this is.
In terms of PC players, he is amazing. Banks with a breakaway shoot!
Right there. Big-time stuff.
Ulti. They really need to take pressure off of Ulti. Butterfat has only faced 6 shots compared to Casual Ulti's 22.
Yeah.
A lot of those being breakaways. You cannot expect Ulti to hold up as so far as that.
Here's Arnlid. Big hit there sent by Aiden as now they got numbers. 2-on-2. Banks shuts the door. Puts the fire out. Whatever you want to say. Banks did it. As he exits the zone. What is he doing? What is he
What
doing?
do you?
Okay, that works, I guess. Here's Ski. Over to Tat Tat. It's nothing got numbers. Heading in now. Gets around his man. Shooting. Save. His Slappy Santa tries to shake loose into the defenseman. A mistake there made by him, but he immediately recovers it. Takes accountability, but Tat Tat is there. In front, misses the check. Save! Reed one more time. The rebound is there. Butterfat unable to hold on. Slappy Santa comes in and corrects his error. And finally clears the zone. If you're Slappy Santa, you have to get rid of that.
Slappy Santa really did, and with his blunder on defense, he got a few desperation shots that could have resulted in a very bad position for the goalie. With just a few seconds left, you have to make sure to make the right choice and have that time run out, because it really is. Oh, sorry. It really is not over until the last bell. We've seen a lot of buzzer beaters on our time.
Yeah, we have. Definitely more this season than any other season that I've seen. As Slappy Santas, we've actually seen 2 comeback victories back-to-back against the same team, which is really interesting. Tat cuts right through, but excellent reaction time by Butter to knock that one away with the blocker. Banks is here. He gains his own. Sends one over to Onlid. Big hit there sent by Bacon. So he jumps into play. Slappy Santa puts the knock on that, and he sends one up. Here's Ski. Here's Tat now. Looking. Sends one over to Hyperion. Hyperion now back at the Tat. Shooting from the slot area. Save made. That one goes wide and through the crease. It's now Montreal with it now here. Hyperion. Here's Onlid. Lobbing one up. Here's Banks. Sends one back to Arnlid. Now Arnlid. Sends one back to Slappy Santa as he's just twirling, trying to make the smart read, and gets it up to Arnlid, and that starts the breakout. Here's Super Aiden now. Big time check there, sit by Santa. So he gains his own. Tries to cut inside.
An amazing defensive shift by Montreal. We witnessed this all game. Aiden deciding to go up for a play and try to cure that breakout. And you see, Montreal shifts back on defense, as all good teams should.
Here's Hyperion. Arnlid takes control of that. Easy save. There for the goaltender. As that puck just went a little haywire. Here's Ski now. Sends one over to Arnlid. Banks now. Cuts right through. Moving in. Shooting save. Ulti with the glove. He flashes the leather. And 3 minutes left in this third period. Still down 2. Montreal decides to use their timeout.
Can we try to set up that photo now, while it's a timeout?
Yeah, sure, why not?
If you guys did not know, Matty G made an amazing graphic for us for these timeouts. We were not able to set it up at the beginning of the stream. If we can now, that'd be great. Everyone, Thank you, Matty G, for making that for us. Our deepest gratitudes are sent to you.
Yeah, it's very helpful of him. As,
It is.
give me just a moment here, guys. Alright, that's ridiculous. I'm trying my hardest to get it set up. It's just, Windows 11 is terrible.
It really is.
It's so, like, inaccessible. Like, everything is just absolutely awful. Got it! There it is! Look at this! That is so cool to me. How he made that. That is cool.
Just 30 seconds left on this timeout. I have no idea what is happening. Kyle has just joined the server.
Neither of us do. Now, I'll go ahead and display the graphic on screen. I don't know if everybody's already seen it yet. I'm assuming that they have. Wayne, are you ready?
No, they have not. Yeah, no, I see it right now. It's amazing.
Absolutely incredible. An amazing graphic made by an amazing individual in Matty G. It looks
Round
great.
of applause.
Feels great. It's amazing to have.
A great graphic for a great commentary team.
Absolutely.
Just 3 seconds left of this timeout. We are ready to get this show on the road. Only 3 minutes left in the third period. The score is 3-5. Vancouver with the lead.
As we are underway here, Aiden, Sandrax, here's Tata. 2 minutes, 50 left to go in this one. Slappy Santa pounds him into the boards. Here's Johnny, sending one up now to Banks.
Offside.
Offsides is called as Banks, for some reason, hesitated in the neutral zone.
And while Sandrex hasn't been having an amazing game in terms of actual decision making, you have to realize he is playing on 200 ping from the mountains of Azerbaijan or whatever he's from.
What? Here's Slappy
Georgia
Santa.
he's from.
Oh, Georgia. God. Here's Arnold. Banks now. Sends one back to Santa as they try to hold on to this lead. Him and Santa looks as if they're just gonna try to pull them out of their structure. If you're Montreal, you can't fall for that shit. Here's Banks.
The oldest trick in the book.
Here's Arnold. You can't fall for that shit. Here's Slappy Santa. He's in his own zone twirling. Dancing. Seasons went over. Arnold holds on to it there. Here's Slappy Santa now, just holding on to this lead. It's a smart thing to do. Slappy Santa, if he was smart, would go behind the cage right here.
Personally, I wouldn't go behind the cage. I feel like your decisions are lower behind the cage. And we did see in RHL Finals, Game 7, where I commentated with Parker, we saw them, mess up the time wasting seriously, which ended up costing them the entire game. That was a sad thing to see.
Which also created the leave of Tesla forever. So.
I know. I mean, I can't blame him. I've had my own huge blunders in the last national match. I did cost the entire game.
Yeah.
But RHL Finals Game 7, the first Game 7 since Season 1.
This looks big. Wow. Excellent job there. What a pass by Slappy Santa. The vision. Moving in. Shooting. Saved by Alti. What an amazing pass. I see what he is trying to do. That was an incredible pass by an incredible defenseman. Kind of reminds me of myself a little bit right there. I remember I was hitting you like that way back in Season 4 and Season 5.
That's debatable.
Here's Banks.
Banks now with the breakaway.
Moving in.
Shoots.
Shooting off the post.
Oh, crossbar.
Here's Ornlid. Moving in. Johnny now with it. Shooting save by Alti. Here's Ornlid. Looking back now. Banks. One more. Here's Johnny twirling. Shooting save. I feel like you need a whistle here if you're Montreal. Or either that or a goal. Moving in. Save my Butterpet. Here's Ornlid.
And that very well may have cost them the game. They had the chance, but sadly could not capitalize.
Here's Johnny now. Drops one back to Ornlid. Now Sandrax. Here's Tata. 15 seconds left to go. Yep, that's over. Slappy Santa goes behind the cage. Seals it. Vancouver takes a 5-3 victory over this Montreal team who did not even really play terribly.
They really didn't. The stats will display on your screen right now. The rookie Slappy Santa with 14 defensive contributions. Aiden Lau with an amazing 21, kind of stat padded a bit at the end there. 21 defensive contributions for Aiden. A very big defensive game and for offense. Sadly, Montreal could not take home the lead. I guess he was.
Apparently, hello. Anyway, thank you
for the
all
warm-up.
for tuning in, fellas. Okay.
Shall we be streaming the next game?
Probably not. We definitely will do Finest tonight to compensate for the second game not being streamed, as we are still working on events and other things like that and ideas and articles. All stuff like that we are working on. So obviously we'll be disclosing a little bit more information in Finest tonight. So this is Ridge Programming Network. I am Kia, and that is my partner Wayne. Signing off.
I would like to add one more thing.
Oh?
Sadly, we will not be streaming this game. It shouldn't be a big one. Nashville's always boring hockey.
Yeah.
And we will be disclosing most of the details in RHL's finest tonight, such as the rules and rosters. So, we do provoke everyone, please tune in to RHL's finest tonight for all the details on the upcoming
Absolutely.
Bridge National match.
Absolutely.
I am Wayne, that was Kia. Thank you all for tuning in, and we hope you guys have a nice night.
Signing off. Good night.